The FTC warns gamified job scams are on the rise. More on that coming up, but first, Airbnb has announced it's deploying anti-party technology to prevent unauthorized and disruptive parties from happening at homes on its platform for New Year's Eve. If you were planning on hosting a get-together, start thinking of a plan B. The company says it's using machine learning to identify and block high-risk, whole-home bookings in advance based on a variety of criteria. Airbnb's assessment takes into account things like the length of a trip, how far a listing is from your current location, and when you're trying to book to weed out potentially disruptive parties. If you're booking a 2-night stay a week before New Year's Eve, you're likely to tingle Airbnb's anti-party senses. The company will either block your reservation entirely or direct you to different accommodations. Airbnb's transformation into the party police has been happening for a few years at this point. The company claims that it blocked 74,000 people globally from booking an entire home listing for a party in 2023. And we've been hearing rumors about the foldables Apple may or may not be making for years, from clamshell iPhone prototypes to plans for a foldable iPad, but the latest suggests we may also be in for something much bigger. According to Mark Gurman in the Power On newsletter this weekend, Apple is developing a foldable device with a display that opens up to be nearly 20 inches. The plan is for something akin to a giant iPad that unfolds into the size of 2 iPad Pros side by side, with elements of both iPad and Mac functionality, according to Gurman. The company is reportedly targeting a 2028 release. Not only will the device be enormous, but Apple is also working to make it creaseless when opened, Gurman reports, which other companies have failed to do in their own foldables. Find the latest gadget news, reviews, price drops, and more at Engadget.com. The Federal Trade Commission, FTC, has seen an alarming rise in gamified job scams over the past year. The FTC says that reports of job scams have quadrupled each year since 2022, topping out at 20,000 reports at a cost of $41 million in total during the first 6 months of the year. Job or task scams often involve the scammer asking someone to do a relatively simple task online, such as liking videos or rating product images in assigned sets using terms like product boosting or app optimization, according to the FTC. People are promised higher payments for completing a certain amount of sets that may pay out small amounts at first, but they end up costing more than they pay out in the long run. Scammers will reach out to people via text messages or communication apps like WhatsApp, offering them a task job. The most common type of this scam usually involves some kind of cryptocurrency. Then the scammer may ask their target to deposit some money or charge up their account through an app in order to start working on new and bigger sets of tasks. They may even try to convince their victims by hearing testimonials from fake recipients about how much money they made for completing relatively simple tasks. The victim will charge up their accounts with their own money in order to avoid losing what the app shows they've earned, in the hopes they'll get their deposited money and the fee they are owed. Instead, the money they've been paid isn't real, and any money they've deposited to charge up their account is lost for good. The FTC recommends ignoring offers from unknown text or WhatsApp messages and never paying someone for the promise of being paid at a later time or date. The Commission also recommends steering clear of any job offers that involve rating or liking things online, a practice the FTC says is illegal and no honest company will do it. Thanks for listening to the show. Make sure to rate, review, and subscribe on Apple Podcasts. Today's show featured journalism by Engadget contributor Danny Gallagher and was produced by Spoken Layer. I'm Imran Sheikh, and as always, we'll talk more tomorrow.
Spoken Layer.